So I'm out here today in a basketball court. I'm outside today at a basketball court because I want to talk about sports. And the reason why I want to talk about sports is because, number one, I love sports. Hockey is probably my favorite sport, but I'm interested in every kind of sport. So today I thought I'd tell you a little story about baseball and about heroes in particular. So the story is about heroes and about baseball, but it's actually a very typical business type of story or any other type of human story as well, especially for business. Sports and how you talk about sports is highly related to business. So let's check out that story. Alright, so here's the actual story, okay? This is a time of year when the stage is set for the heroes of the game. They could rise to the occasion and have that big week to propel their team into the playoffs. We assume it will be the work of the sung heroes. When their teams seemed down and out, they would be the game changers. They're also the likely heroes. A betting man would bet the farm that when history is written, these names will be firmly inscribed in the book. But the reality of any team is that every single player on that roster can and will win a big game. When all is said and done, everyone on the field knows that it only takes one swing, one catch, or one pitch to be a hero, and that moment is reserved for no one. Always found the term unlikely hero to be a slap in someone's face. What makes him unlikely? That his name wasn't marquee enough? His salary? That he hit only .225 during the regular season? But dig deeper into any of these teams' rosters and you will find them chock full of clutch performers. Everyone on that roster has carried a team on his back at a critical time. Alright, pretty cool story. I like that. Really great descriptive language once again, and all kinds of cliches and metaphors that people use when they talk about sports, or even really good for business as well. So let's have a look at some of the pronunciation for this one, okay? Alright, so proper pronunciation here. Very first sentence, I'm actually just going to read from the very beginning here, the first sentence from the story, which was, "This is a time of year when the stage is set for the heroes of the game." This is the time of year when the stage is set for the heroes of the game. So which words there were stressed? Okay, you probably know if you have lessons with me, but if you don't know, try and figure it out from listening to that. The second sentence, they could rise to the occasion and have that big week to propel their team into the playoffs. They could rise to the occasion and have that big week to propel their team into the playoffs. So again, did you hear which points and which words were stressed? Those are the ones that make this sentence interesting for the listener. If you change the intonation, it changes which part is going to be interesting for the listener to hear. Okay, the last one is interesting because it has quotations for one of the words. The word sung is in quotations. So listen to how that is said. We assume it will be the work of the sung heroes. Okay, I'll say it slowly. We assume it will be the work of the sung heroes. We assume it will be the work of the sung heroes. There you have it. That was the story about heroes. And like I said, it's a great story because of how sports is so related to other aspects of life, especially in business. If you want to learn business English, I highly suggest reading the sports columns and listening to how players are interviewed and what they say and how they say it, especially American players. Yeah, not only American players, but North Americans or European players. How they use the language is really, really great for describing how you can talk about business too. So see if you can figure that out, okay? Let me know if you can, figure out what those good phrases are. And if you have any questions, please leave that in the comments too. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.